No, I think one thing that was very interesting. It's not necessarily from a spring perspective, but this new day and age where you're coming off post COVID. So there's a couple of kids, Caleb Williams and Billy Bowman, who are early enrollees, true freshmen. One of the things that's interesting with them is just kind of thinking about everything that's on a kid's plate. Coming in the spring, you're in high school now. You're thrust into one of the blue bloods of college football in Oklahoma. They are going through spring practice. They're taking a spring, college course load, and they're actually finishing up a few high school courses through their high school at Oklahoma. So, and those are two kids that Caleb Williams is going to be prominent certainly from a backup perspective, most likely for Oklahoma this year. And then Billy Bowman at the nickel and the defensive back position may have a chance to help, at least in the rotation. So, kind of kudos to those kids being able to go through a full spring and then juggling two different course loads at the same time is something that you don't see very often. And it's not something that's been allowed in the past, but just because of the COVID year in 2020, it's something that's been allowed as a one-time waiver to do both high school and college at the same time. So kudos to those kids to be able to balance those things.
Don't know if you had a chance to see the ESPN Football Power Index that was released a few days ago, Jason. I don't have it in front of me, but I believe Oklahoma's number 2 in the country.
Yeah, I think Oklahoma was number 2, just behind Alabama. And I think the validity of that poll seems to get squandered more and more every year. I think you had an Oklahoma State team that was in the top 10. There was I can't recall right off the bat. There was another team that was very far, typically off the radar, maybe even fringe top 25 that was listed in the top 10. I can't recall the name of the school at this point. But
yeah, my eyebrow was raised at Mississippi State number 8, Oklahoma State number 9.
Mississippi State, yeah, that's the team I was thinking of. Both teams, Oklahoma State's losing a lot from last year, specifically at the running back and wide receiver position, losing a decent amount on defense. So, to have them up there, and then Mississippi, Ole Miss with, I think part of it's the Lane Kiffin appeal. Certainly, they were much better on the offensive side of the ball, but they were, abysmal on defense. But yeah, some of those polls are interesting. At least it gives us something to talk about here in the spring, right?
Jason Ray, last word on college football. Please head on over there. Check out the work by Jason, Kevin McGuffey, Tony Siracusa, and the rest of the crew at Last Word on College Football. Please like the video here, share the video on social media. You enjoy it. You watch the videos. Others will as well. So please share the videos on social media and subscribe right here. Jason, we always appreciate you stopping by. We're going to have Jason back for a live show to take your comments and your questions directly live next Friday before the spring game, 2:30 Eastern time next Friday before Saturday's spring game on the 24th. All right, Jason, good to see you.
All right. Thanks, Mark.